Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So today we're going to discuss contracts in Throne and Liberty, what they are, why you should do them, and how to do them to maximize efficiency and your rewards. I'll even go over how you can use them to get your first epic weapon easily. Now, contracts are essentially like dailies in other MMOs, or games where you get a list of tasks to go knock out, and at the end, you get rewards. The nice thing is that in Throne of Liberty, you get to choose the tasks and the rewards you want. So you'll get 10 contracts daily. Each one of these contracts is essentially a task. Go kill this, go collect that, go fetch this. And you can hold up to 60 of these at a time. So if you take a few days off or you don't want to do these every day, they will bank so you're not losing anything. You don't have that need to, log in and make sure you complete your dailies for the day, which is really nice. Now, I believe that if you're under the 60 max and it refreshes, it will go over 60 because I've had more than 60 at one time. So if you had, say, 55 remaining and the timer counts down and it refreshes for the day, you'll end up getting an additional 10, so you'll end up with 65. However, once you're capped at 60, or if you have more than 60, it's no longer going to refresh. So you're going to want to make sure that you keep your total remaining as low or close to zero as possible. Now, if you just started the game, it's recommended to wait until you're 50 before taking on those contracts for the best rewards. There'll be some contracts in the main story quest line that you'll have to do, but those won't count against you. So just go ahead and do those. Now, the reason you want to wait until 50 is because once you get there, you'll have all of those 10 per day banked. Now, leveling up in this game is pretty easy. I assume that most people are going to hit it within the first week, but if you're going a little slower and you're reaching that limit of 60, feel free to knock out a few just to make sure that it keeps refreshing and you don't waste any rewards. Now, contracts are going to be a great source for leveling up your weapons, but they're also going to give you crafting materials that you need to progress in the game. And we'll go over all of those things in a few so you know exactly what to choose. Now, to do contracts, we need to go to a contract manager. Now, they're going to be in all the different towns, and you're going to want to choose a town that's level appropriate. So one of my favorite spots to go when first hitting 50 is going to be Pure Light Tower. Basically because all of the different things are pretty easy and they're quick to knock out. So Pure Light Tower is going to be located right here on the map. Once we're at Pure Light Tower, we're going to be looking on the map for this contract manager that you see up here. So here, his name is Johan. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to Johan. Now on this screen, you're going to see a list of contracts. In the bottom right hand side, you can see how many contracts you have available. So I have 32 left of 60. Now I just hit 50 a little while ago, so I didn't do a ton. I basically had them all saved up for once I hit 50 so that I can knock them out now that I'm higher level. The current contracts, I already have one accepted, so I can accept 4 more, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that and which ones to choose. So the first thing that you're going to want to look for is you want to try to get everything in the same area, and you also want to try to get contracts that basically are the same exact. So if you're going to be killing a particular mob, then maybe you can get another contract that's also kill that particular mob, so you're like double and triple dipping, so that you can basically go in, do like 1 or 2 actual tasks and knock out all 5 of them at once. Now, if you can see here, I've got accepted contracts. I already have this one. So this is going to be defeat Gallo Knights, and I've started that. And then I also have to destroy a cursed or a tombstone. So that I still need to do. So over here on this contract list, knowing that I want to basically keep everything in Shattered Temple, that means I'm going to look at these with the Shattered Temple. So these are going to be my different options here. The next most important thing is going to be the different materials that I get for doing this. So the first thing, we're going to get the first 3 things no matter which ones we choose, and they're all super important. We have rare magic powder, which is going to be used to craft equipment, and then we get these abyssal contract tokens. Now when you're out in an open world dungeon, essentially every time you kill a mob, it's going to subtract a little bit of these, and the mob will have the ability to drop items. The next thing, super important, this is going to be training dew. This is what we use to train our weapons. Now, anytime you earn this, it is on a 24-hour timer, so you want to make sure that you don't forget to go into your bag and basically use it, and that's going to increase your weapons. So whatever weapons you have equipped at the time, that's going to basically level those up. And then finally, what we're really looking at here, since all the first three are always going to be there, is going to be these different items. And then we're going to try to figure out what we want. Now, the most important one that I think you're going to want to go for is going to be the Precious Blessing pouch. Unfortunately, I don't have any here, but I'll show you how to get your best chance of getting it. Now, essentially, the Precious Blessing pouch is going to be a pouch that has a random chance of having different mats in there, as well as epic items. Other than that, red ore is really good. It's used for crafting weapons. You can see we have blue ore here, which is used to craft active and passive skill growth books. Another good one is the rare parchment paper, which is also used to craft active and passive skill growth books. And then you can use the greens, which is used to craft accessories. So all of these are going to be basically different crafting mats. So I look for the pouch first, then I go for like the red ore, then the blue ore, then the green ore, then the parchment paper. But based on what you want to craft first, you can go ahead and tailor that to yourself. Here, now that I know that I'm looking for Shattered Temple, we have Gallows Soldiers. So you saw I was also doing Gallows Soldiers, so this kind of aligns with that, so I'm going to go ahead and accept that. So since I don't have a pouch on here, I can now refresh it. So I'm going to refresh it, and again, we're looking for this pouch. If we don't get it, that's fine. We're going to pick another one, and we're going to refresh it until we get 5, and then we're going to do it all again. So here, again, I'm looking for these Shattered Temple ones. I know I'm already killing these soldiers and whatnot, so we have the soldier one here. Down here, blessed material. I know exactly where that's at. Over here, Gallows Soldiers, Archers, Knights. So essentially this is everything. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. So again, we're doing the same type of events. We're killing the same type of mobs. So I'm going to refresh it. No pouch again. They're kind of rare. So here, we're going to again go through Shattered Temple. So here I've got parchments. So this is gather items. Then I have this one down here, which is investigate the mana recording device. So this one's really simple. I know exactly where this is. You basically run up, click it, and it's over. So nice and simple. Now we're going to refresh it one more time. Again, we didn't get the pouch. So then we start to look for Shattered Temple. So we have this one, Gallows Knights, which I'm already doing. I'm already doing Suspicious Coffin. So this one looks pretty good. Boom, we're going to go ahead and accept it. And then I'm just going to refresh it just for kicks. I wouldn't be able to collect it here. So these are going to be our accepted contract. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to want to go out and we're going to want to complete these. So since these are all exactly in the same location, it makes it really easy. So over here, Shattered Mountains is going to be this Pure Light Hill waypoint. So I'm going to click this. We're going to teleport over there. And then basically, once we drop down to that location, we're going to see all of the mobs that we need to kill all at once. Now, the nice thing is that once you complete these tasks, you'll see as we go through here, and anything with those yellow symbols above their head are basically going to be things that we need for the quest. So once you're down here, you essentially do all of the things in your quest log, and as soon as you complete that task, the items will pop up on the screen. You don't have to hand them in or anything, and you're done. And then from there, you can go back and you can collect 5 more and repeat the process over. So another type of contract that I want to talk about briefly is going to be the open world contracts. Now, these contract scrolls we get from opening up those precious pouches that we talked about. So these do not count against your 5. And essentially, they're going to give you a contract that's going to give you a precious pouch, and it takes place in one of the open world dungeons. So if you're going to farm the open world dungeon, you're going to want to make sure that you pop some of these so that you can go ahead and get those extra rewards. So the Shadow Crypt just opened up for us today. So if I right click on that, it's going to give me a kill or defeat Dark Enforcers, Dark Assassins. And then right here, I can either refresh it, or I can click accept, and you can see here that it gives us Abyss currency as well as a precious pouch, which has the ability to give us epic weapons and gear, and it'll also give me rare emerald ore. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that, and then I'll go ahead and we'll do another one here. So do Boom. So again, this time still have the pouch. This time I'm getting the rare ore, the Rubrix ore. So I'm going to go ahead and accept. And then I can basically keep doing that. So now when I go in and look at my contract, so we'll go back to Johan, you'll see that I am 0 of 5 current contracts because I just finished the ones that we did earlier. Now, if I go to accepted contracts, you'll see that I have a list of bonus contracts. So it does not look like these expire, and essentially I can pop all of those, and then if I decide to go out to that dungeon, I can basically kill a bunch of stuff, do my farming like I normally am, and now I'm walking home with a bunch of these epic pouches. So that is the second type of contract that you're going to get. So now that we know about contracts, we know why we want to get those contracts, we know how and where and what to do. I'm going to show you how to spend these contract points that we get. So every time we do a contract, we end up getting contract points. So if we go to the main town, so here I'm going to jump to Vienta Village, and we're going to go to the contract vendor. The contract vendor here is right up these stairs. And if I go here and I scroll down, you'll see there's a bunch of stuff we can buy, including getting a precious blessing pouch each day for 200. You can see I have 1472, so that means I'm going to do another set of contracts, and I'm already going to have enough for this precious epic level 1 weapon selection. And essentially what this is going to do is when I get this, I'll be able to choose from any one of these weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more so that I can buy this and show you exactly how it works, because this is how you're going to get your free epic weapon. All right, we're back. And we have the contract points. So here, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to select this. We're going to purchase it. Boom. Check my inventory. And then here we have it. So we're going to go ahead and right click. And now it's going to let us select. So we can go with the broadsword, the blade of resistance, the daggers of resistance, the crossbow of resistance. So this has crit hit and weaken chance. The traits are locked, so I'm not sure what those have. So as we go down here, so I'm going to want the crossbow, so I'm just going to select this here, and then boom, and now I own it. So that's basically all you need to do in order to get your first epic weapon nice and easy from doing the contracts. So that's the video for today. If you liked what you saw, you learned anything new, make sure you smash that like button. And if you're interested in getting more great Throne and Liberty content, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.